Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another TV show review. And yes, this will fall under the movie review TV show playlist that I put it under because I don't really review a whole lot of TV shows. And when I do it, I kind of give you I try and review seasons at a time. And this is going to be about Girl Boss season one. Now, Girl Boss is a show that is a Netflix original, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Um, and I kind of didn't know what it was. And as soon as, and you know how sometimes I don't think on a computer it does this. I don't know what other devices it does this on, but sometimes you'll leave it sit on something and you'll walk out of the room, or you leave it sit on something and you're trying to think what movie you're gonna watch, and you're kind of searching through other things. Sometimes you'll let it sit on it way too long, and it'll start playing a video of kind of a brief thing of what it is. Well, I let it sit on Girl Boss for a second while I was trying to look at something what else they had. I was like, do I want to watch that? And then all of a sudden I started playing, and what happens was it explained that it was a show basically about a girl who sells on eBay and sells vintage clothes and things like that. Vintage clothes, yeah, that's all she sells. Anyway, vintage clothes, and she makes profit, and she just has a crazy life, is what they basically told in that little short thing, whatever. And that seemed like a very interesting show to watch. So it hooked me in, line and sinker. I watched the show. Really good show. And if you like shows that are very suspenseful and that they kind of lead you wanting more at the end of each episode, kind of like Breaking Bad, it did that very, very well. But Girl Boss is not really up to that. If I had to explain it, and I kind of told some of my friends that I told them when I watched the show, Girl Boss, is that it kind of reminds me of like kind of the Weeds, which Weeds is a really good show. If you haven't yet checked that out, I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore, but it was. If it ever goes back on, which it probably will, if it's still on, if it's not still on there already, it's probably somewhere else where you can watch it. Or if you happen to find it out in the wild, or at, uh, at Walmart or something like that, or whatever place you want to go to buy your movies, online, whatever. You can probably pick it up for a decent price. It's been out a while, but anyway, it's kind of like Weeds, where a lot of crazy stuff happens. There is quite a bit of cursing in the show, so I'd probably stay away from it if you're trying to watch it with a kid, or trying to find something to watch with a child or something like that. Unless they're teenagers and you don't mind them listening to that kind of language. But the show is really, really funny. It has some funny moments. It has some serious moments. But really, if you like selling on eBay, and if you've ever done any kind of selling on eBay and you understand how eBay works and things like that, it's an interesting story. But also her trying to start this business of selling clothes and things like that. It's kind of interesting. And I hope it comes back for another season. I think it's interesting the way they left it off. Um, was really good. I think they left it out on a good thing, and she's always going through the stressful thing, trying to figure out, her life, and trying to figure out her business and how to make them interact. And she always wants to talk about her business, and then her boyfriend. She has a boyfriend in the show. Um, he deals with other kind of people, and she doesn't know how to act with that kind of thing, which is kind of a weird kind of conglomeration. I kind of hope what I kind of hope in the show, if you've seen the show, comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. I thought it was a really, really good show, but what I would like to see it is kind of go away from California, which I think that's where it's at, either California or New York or something like that. Have it go away from those major cities and kind of be direct center, and not have like music and movies and things like that even be a part of it. Like, let it be just life in general and be the business part of it, or dealing with that. I would like to see like the integration of her talking about other websites, so, like getting into like Etsy and things like that. I would love something like that to happen. I don't know if you can name drop, because she does talk about eBay, so I wonder if it's sponsored by eBay, or um, something like that's going on behind the scenes, and maybe she can't talk really that bad about eBay. But I would love to see more things like that, like from a perspective of people that go on eBay and PayPal and Etsy and Bonanza and all these other websites. I'd like to see more like that. But really great show if you like I said, if you like Weeds and eBay, selling on eBay and stuff kind of interests you a little bit. It's not all about that, so don't let that think that's going to be the only thing. But that's what drew me in, and the show was just really good. The main girl that played, I don't know what her name is. I don't think she's been in much major stuff as far as I know. Um, There's a lot of intriguing characters in the show, and it's just a great show overall. Like, and once you start watching it, you'll probably get hooked, and either you're probably gonna like it or you're gonna hate it like immediately. So, if it's your kind of show, you're gonna enjoy it. If not, then it's just not your show. But at least you checked out something new and fresh that Netflix is continuing to give us, and I think Netflix is doing a really really good job at having these original shows. Stranger Things came out of nowhere and blew up, and Orange is the New Black was one of the ones that I think drew a lot of people in to Netflix and had them kind of knowing that they could create these original shows and stuff on Netflix and still draw a huge following to Netflix. And now they have like a bajillion shows now that are originals, and I have yet to check out probably 50. I know I haven't checked out probably 20% of them. So I haven't really watched much movies. I think I watched a couple original movies. Besides that, though, don't let the Netflix originals put a bad taste in your mouth because a lot of them are really, really good. And the ones I have seen, I have enjoyed. Now, there are some that are kind of boring. There is one I was trying to get through. It has Gillian Anderson from X Files, and I don't want to mention the name. You probably know what it is. That's called. I think it's called The Fall. Not a huge fan of it. It drags and drags and drags, and I want to watch the entire show, but I want to start over. I want to watch it from front to beginning and just start doing it. I'm probably going to do it here soon. But that show was really good, or that show was kind of boring. It kind of dragged and dragged, and there really wasn't much progression in the story, and it didn't really seem to go anywhere. It's very, very confusing at where they're going. I understood where they're kind of heading with it, but I still didn't understand the whole story with that, and it didn't really leave me wanting more. The show would end, and I'm just like, what was that even about? Like, that show kind of took me out of it. But this show, Girl Boss, is different than that. It is a good show, and like I said, sometimes Netflix originals will smash and bust all over the ground, and you'll just go look at it like a mess on the floor, and you'll be like, why did I even watch that? But sometimes they're like Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, Girl Boss, and they're gonna light your heart up and want you to keep watching. And when you get to the end, you're gonna be so sad that and I think there's about 13 episodes of this one. Now, and Glitch, the other original series I recently watched. If you haven't checked out, definitely check that out. I did a review of that as well. That's really good. And I was disappointed that there was only 6 episodes of Glitch. Maybe because the show was kind of an odd show, so they only did like 6 episodes to see the response they would get. But this one had 13, and I was like, it's a good show. I hope they have more. I think they could go more into it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out Girl Boss. Let me know down below what you thought about the show. If you haven't, if you've already checked it out, let me know your comments down below as well. And let me know what other Netflix originals you have seen that maybe I may not be aware of, that blah 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 blah, that many people haven't watched. Maybe something obscure that maybe people just haven't checked out yet. I know, like, what's the one show? I've heard good things about. It's some kind of. There's a lot of British shows on there. So one of the British shows I thought people said was actually pretty good, and I've yet to check it out. I've yet to see all of Orange is the New Black. I've seen a little bit of shows with my wife, but that's about it. I need to watch it all from the beginning so I can give a proper review of each season and kind of tell you what I think about it. Also, with a lot of shows on Netflix. So, all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe as always. And don't forget to share as well if you enjoy a certain video of mine. Share it, let people know about it. I am kind of sporadic now about what I record and what I put up. So it's kind of a hosh posh of whatever you want. And just subscribe, keep tabs on me, and whatever video you'd like to watch, let me know, and I'll continue to do more of those and maybe less of the other. And kind of start moving in a different direction. I am kind of in a process of learning what people want and don't want. But will continue to do kind of what I still want to do, and that's music and movies. But I am kind of going in this direction and trying new things and trying to do kind of vloggy type stuff. And I'm doing pro wrestling on the channel now, and reseller stuff is coming back somewhat. You'll see those probably once every couple weeks, or probably start to move into the thing. And other things, unboxings and openings, those are something I kind of just accumulate a bunch of opening envelopes and stuff like that, and I just open them up in one video. There's one of those coming up soon as well. And that's about it. So I don't really have anything else to talk about. I clapped. Why did I clap? Anyways. Also, gameplay might be coming to this channel as well. So be prepared for a lot of different crazy stuff. Brad Tragic is utterly insane, and let me tell you right now, I can't control myself very much. I'm a little bit crazy. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. And as always, keep rocking and keep watching TV. Later, guys.